Okay, to use SketchUp, here's the basic steps I'm going to show you how to put on the satellite image of your location, put on toggle the terrain off and on, a little bit basically start building on it. First, you open up SketchUp. One thing you will want in the tools, in the toolbar, you want the Google set, okay? Now here there's two tabs. This tab, the map tab, or if you hold your mouse bar, it will tell you add location. So I'm going to add location. You would go and type the address of your location where you want. Could be a variety of places. I'm going to use the school address of 45 up here. So up here, 45 Blake Street, Heartland, Maine. So just like Google Earth, it's going to go into it. So this is the middle school, for example. I'm going to zoom in for a second, zoom out for a second. I'm going to kind of center it on the photo, depending on how close I want. Then over here up in the right-hand corner, you'll see where it says Select Region. I'm going to click on it, and I can pin, I can make it bigger. I usually try to have the kids center as much as they can. Okay, and then you click Grab, and it will take it from this and it will put it right into your SketchUp file. So I'm going to spin this so you can see this, and I'll zoom out a little bit so that you can see it, and I'll center it. So I'm using the orbit tool. I use the grab pan tool there. So now you have their actual, in this case I have the students put their house actually built in. The next step is you take the axes, you pick a corner, pick another corner, and I'm clicking, and then up here I'm going to click, and it will make the X, Y, and Z axis now line up to it. So when you orbit, it's on the actual building. And that will give you the ability, I'll zoom in a little bit, that will give you the ability to now build right onto it. I'm just going to basically take the basic rectangle. Boom. I'm going to draw another rectangle here. I'm going to draw another rectangle here. Okay. If I'm going to erase these lines right here and right here. And now that will let me pull them up. So if I grab the push-pull tool, and in the right-hand corner you can see how high. So you start talking to the kid about scale. Oh, do they want a 240-foot, let's do it. So let's say the school is like 50. And you now can see you have that. And now they can start building. The cool thing is by doing this, they'll actually have some concept of scale too as well. Now up here, you can also toggle the terrain on. And what that allows you to do is to have the terrain on so we're obviously kind of built on a little hill. The good thing about this, I've had a couple kids where their houses were like daylight basements, so half their house is like kind of under, it shows that. Then what you can do to get really fancy is you can color things in. So if I color, and you can pick brick cladding, so let's do roofing. And so let's say, so we have a black roof, and you can now do siding, or let's say bricks and clad. Let's say the building was brick. Let's zoom in and you can kind of see how that's brick. The other thing you can do, and I have the kids do, is I will have them take and put windows in. And again, they can push pull. I don't worry about the interior. The other thing you can do is if you click on this, you can fill it in and make it transparent, translucent, and make it so it's like a window. So we're actually seeing inside. But it's still not very detailed. If you want to get more detailed, a really cool thing to do is go to the 3D warehouse, get a model. Now I have the kids do this because If you have them do the 3D warehouse, they'll just go to town and take other people's cars and trucks and boats and everything. But if you have them do their own house, they can't go and produce. They have to actually make it. So you can say, okay, I want the doors. Now, they won't have the ability to be as detailed, but they can go, the way I use 3D warehouse with them is they can go take the doors and they can set it in on the object they want. So we're going to do a search for doors, and it can be anything, and then they can look and find a door that is close to what they have. So let's say we had a front door, a 3-panel front door like this, or we can have more of like a school type door type thing. So what we do is we just go and say, you know what, let's download this one. We're going to download it right into Sketchup, and it's going to put it right into Sketchup, and then they have to learn how to manipulate it using the move tool. So you're kind of building on all of this as well. So it's downloading, and it's going to put it right in. Now when it first comes in, you can see I'm moving it around. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Then the kids have to do some manipulation. So let's say we wanted this door to be here. Now I can use the scale tool to make it bigger or smaller, and then I can go use the move tool and fit it where I want. Now if you can see what happens when I put it over the hole, you can actually see inside. So if you put this down here and the kids make a hole, I will point out, if we look, it looks like it's on, but it's not, so you have to keep moving it. Now to spin it, sometimes they come in out of spin. The easiest way to do this, I found with the kids, is if you click on the move tool, you'll see the little red dots, and it turns into that, the protractor, and it turns the arrows, circle arrows. If you click on that, it will spin on that point. So if I want to spin the front, that's how I can do that. And then I'm going to turn sideways and click the move tool, and you'll actually see these 2 points. That's how I could spin it. So, and I could go on the top and spin it from the top. And this gives me the ability to move or do whichever way I want. And again, then the kids will put it on the actual structure. And that is basically, and then I have them make their house to detail, and we save it. And that's the steps to that point so far.